Come in the door, Asada. 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 The door is unlocked. We're recording the episode. Y'all just gotta come straight in. All right.
Well, can you let's figure. Well, I know you're doing the episode, but yeah. Can you lift the garage up?
What you need the garage open for?
For the stuff.
I don't know what they're doing, but it look like whatever she carried in there, it looked like she got it.
Oh, she needed help?
Was she buy her a table?
Oh, she wildin'. She ready to get set up shop. So, it's a good opportunity to talk into the episode. Our daughter is starting a lemonade stand.
Yes, she is.
Her first business, so her grandma just took her to get all the stuff she needed to get started, and they ready to go.
Yeah.
They ready to get paid. Feel like it's a good first lesson. She's 7. First business at 7. I love it. So hopefully she got everything she need. All right. Let's do it again. How's everybody doing today? We back again with a new show, the Lindsay's Podcast. I'm here with my beautiful, luscious, gorgeous, outstanding, sensational wife. What is your name?
Ty Lindsay.
Ty Lindsay. I'm TJ Lindsay, and we back again with a new episode. Really good show we got today. If you haven't yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like, comment, hit our website, hopefieldaradio.com. Get the book, Tripping for God, from my beautiful wife, Tiana Lindsay. Get her other book, Letters to My Sisters, from my beautiful wife. Both amazing books and essentials to, what we're starting up here right now. So, love that. hopefieldaradio.com/books. So, you got anything to say, boo, before we get started?
Period.
All right. That's all we needed. Okay. So, we're going to get started into the episode here. I got some questions here. This episode is actually called Real Talk on Dating. When young adults don't date, miles apart, and what you're actually worth. So,
Okay.
that's our topic for today. I'm going to go ahead and speak on that topic. All right. So, you want an icebreaker? Or you want me to go right into it?
Sure, icebreaker.
Icebreaker. Okay. When did you realize you were actually ready to commit to someone?
Wow. That's an icebreaker for sure. When did I realize I was actually ready? I think like once I started I guess I could say for me, like once I started, the way I started talking to God, like my prayer life started changing. And what I mean by that is I would tell God stuff like, Lord, I can't do this. this ain't good for me.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't good for me. You're going to have to come. So you're going to have to send somebody because this is not good. It's not good for me to be single out here doing what I want to do. It's just not good. So I think that's when I started to realize, like, my perspective of, I never really looked at marriage bad or anything like that, but like my perspective like changed, like me actually wanting it. I wasn't the type of person that that was on my bucket list. Like marriage was just never really on my bucket list. But I think for me, it's just when I started changing my request to the Lord.
That's a
How
really
about
good
you?
answer. That's a really good answer. I would say I thought in my head when I got out of college that I was ready, but I wasn't. So it took me some time to realize that I wasn't. Took me some, mistakes
Yeah.
and, heartbreak, stuff like that for me to be like, all right, I'm ready for something real. So that's kind of what it was, I feel like. And yeah, that's kind of what it was.
Okay.
Just that, right? You know what I'm saying? Once I realized I wasn't ready, I knew I had to correct some things
Yeah.
in my own life because I was not there yet.
Yeah.
Once I did that, I felt like I was really there. All right, one more. So let's move on to the actual meat and potatoes. How you feel about that?
Okay.
Let's just move ahead because we want to get this stuff out. So let's go. So topic number 1 is going to be called the dating recession. Why young adults don't date or won't date. Young adults say they want to marry, but they're not dating. The real reason, they're unwilling to develop relationship skills and they can't handle rejection in some cases. Dating requires vulnerability, risk, and failure. If you can't handle rejection in one area of life, it's harder to handle it in the dating arena. So they just avoid it entirely. There was a 2025 study that found that 86% of young adults want to marry, but most aren't dating. They don't lack opportunities, they lack courage and skills. So, first question, why do you think young adults are not dating?
Society. That's not being pushed. Dating is not being pushed. And if it is, it's like Instagram models and stuff like that and celebs. That's pretty much it. But that's not really pushed. It's not pushed to date. This day and age, other things are being pushed. And that's not to date at all, in my opinion. I think that's why.
I agree. Definitely society is in a weird place as far as like dating. Another thing, so let's move to the second part of the question is like, so for us, rejection was like a normal part of life, right? Like it's just normal. Why do you think that this generation can't handle no? And do you feel like, in my opinion, I feel like that is one reason they're scared to talk to people. They're online all day, so they don't even have the courage to go up and talk to somebody that they may be interested in. So why do you think they can't handle no? Do you think it's like they spoiled or what do you think?
I think it's like it's more so what you just spoke to. Like they on social media all the time, so they really don't. They lack social skills, to me. And then I do feel like a part of I think what you said was very interesting. Like where they spoil and those kinds of things. I think that can have a lot to do with it too. Just being told no is probably a trigger for some.
Yeah.
So I think that can have a lot to do with it too. And then, like you said, like all they do now is just scroll on social media. So, and that's kind of like how they interact. Like you ever see someone they talk to you all the time on like social media, but then when you see them in person, they don't say nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, that's crazy because we can have a whole conversation on social media, but when we see each other in person, like if I speak to you or try to carry on a conversation with you, they make it awkward. They become socially awkward. So I think exactly what you said. Yes, I agree.
So let me throw some scripture in here. So Proverbs 24:16 says, For though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again. So
Okay.
pretty much failure is a part of life. You know what I'm saying? So if there is a no coming from an interaction,
Yeah.
as long as you take it as a lesson and you move on and you keep trying, you never be down.
Yeah.
I remember KG said, he sent this video where he talked about how this man said, in order for you to fall down, you had to first be standing up. So that's good. That's good. That's good. So I think that there's some good impact there. So the impact that we're getting, so in America, I don't know the exact numbers, but people aren't building families like they used to. People aren't having babies like they used to. And I think that what here says that a generation avoids risk won't build families. They'll stay alone, wondering why no one loves them, never realizing the problem is their unwillingness to be vulnerable. So that goes into the next question. What specific skill are you missing? Or what specific skill do you feel like these youngins are missing? Communication, vulnerability, resilience. I know you said communication already.
Yeah, I think communication kind of connects all of what you just listed to, like resilience and vulnerability. So I think that kind of all ties into there's just a lack of communication. And like you said, unwillingness as well. Like it's kind of like, this is who I am. And so that's just what it is.
Yeah.
So there's no one's willing. And without no communication, then what can you do? What can you
Nothing.
have? What can happen for you?
No merit.
You silly.
For real though, like no, but that's true.
Yeah. You have to communicate. You have to.
And vulnerability. So vulnerability in a relationship, I think, is described by you being able to share your losses and where you fall short, and things that you haven't possibly, that you wouldn't share with everybody. But I also feel like vulnerability is even key to you meeting somebody in the first place, because you're putting yourself at risk that they might reject you.
Yeah.
So I feel like vulnerability is a good skill. Resilience. So a lot of these people get into relationships, and once one relationship don't go right, they like, man, you know what?
Yeah.
These relationships suck, you know what I'm saying? These days, and they get to looking up every reason to why relationships don't work no more. And then they put it into their head that it's not possible.
It's not possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
So resilience is another great skill that we need for sure. The ability to disagree without getting defensive. I feel like with men I think that's very important with men. With women, men are so, and I'll let you chime in on this. I feel like men are so agreeable with women that they first meet that they don't really get it from that side. Let me go a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
So when you first meet a woman, sometimes a woman will be like more honest than you maybe expected, or she may say some things that you might not agree with, or but men won't push back because I'm saying they might like the girl, but I feel like women in a lot of cases they're able to be more of themselves when they first meet a man than a man is, because a man is kind of playing into what she want him to be. So I feel like men sometimes get defensive when a woman is honest with them early on. And I feel like that's a skill in men that you got to improve. You can't be defensive in that matter. Do you see that in women, where women get defensive with first time or early interactions with men?
Yeah, I think it's case by case, because I think just like how you explain, like men will more so be into an agreement because they like you, but women do the same thing. So I think it's a case by case thing, and you definitely have to be okay with a person not agreeing with you. Like that has to be healthy.
Yeah.
Like there has to be some health there. Like it's okay for y'all not to agree. Like the world is not ending because y'all don't agree on something,
Yeah.
And that's healthy communication, that's healthy interaction, and that's a healthy relationship. Whether it flourishes or not, it's healthy. Like it's okay that you don't agree with me. But I think it's case by case.
Do you remember when we were in San Diego and we went to that marriage event where they talked about how disagreements are an opportunity?
Yeah.
So that's another thing. They're
Yeah.
always that's an opportunity for us to grow closer.
Yeah.
For us
Yep.
to be ourselves, but we have to be being ourselves. And I feel like that is the moment where that's another skill that people have to learn. That's vulnerability, the ability to be yourself
Yeah.
in situations where, you may want to conform.
Yeah. And vulnerability has a lot to do with honesty, right? And just a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't want or are unwilling to be honest. And that's the issue. You can't be vulnerable if you're not going to be honest. And that ties into a lot of pride. Like we can keep going on and on and on.
Yeah.
But pride will get in the way of your willingness to be vulnerable as well.
Absolutely. Pride is a big one there, for sure, for sure. Okay. All right. So let's get into the practical application of this stuff right here. So who's supposed to teach you relationship skills? Because it's not taught in the school. Usually the people usually you learn relationship skills from like your parents, or you're learning from like your auntie or your uncle or people around you, things like that. However, we just talked about, society is at a point to where we're not having babies, we're not having families, and these are very pressing issues. So do you feel like remember when we were in school, they had like home ec? We didn't have home ec, but we had like, y'all did?
Yeah.
What did we have? What was it called? Skills. We had a class called skills.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It was like, and it taught you like home skills. I feel like a lot of those skills are very important in your life, and they don't have that stuff no more. You don't get to learn it. Do you feel like that should be being taught like in the schools, like the ability, like with social media and all this? Do you feel like communication skills and things like that should be getting taught in the schools, and like life stuff as far as like credit cards and stuff?
They should definitely circle it back and bring it back, because it's just getting worse. I agree. They should put it back in the schools. If you don't, and you just leave the kids to their devices, then that's what we gonna get.
Yeah,
That's just what we're gonna get.
that's true. I definitely think there should be some type of curriculum that's teaching life skills.
Yeah.
Because you just never get that. You never get, like, you gotta learn how to cook off YouTube. You gotta learn how to, for real. A lot
But
of these
yeah,
kids,
that's true.
nobody cooked in a lot of these kids' house. That's the thing. Like you can't. There's nobody to just call and be like, "Hey, how do I do this?"
Yeah.
And there's not even like, there's some situations where there's nobody like married
Yeah.
in somebody's family, so they can't just call a married family member.
Yeah.
And be like, "Hey, how do I do this? How do I navigate this?" I think that's where the church kind of sometimes can come in and
That's good.
be good, but
Yeah.
I think we definitely need to make a effort to get those
Bring that
lessons out here, and that's something that we're trying to do. That kind of goes into like our marriage boot camp,
Yeah.
and more teaching that that we want to do, and as far as just life skills in general. So, who taught you how to communicate, be vulnerable, or commit?
It's gonna sound very cliche, but the Lord. I'm serious when I say that, because I was stubborn. I was very stubborn. Now I have some really solid people in my life growing up, like adults that I could look up to, people that I could go and talk to. I really did. I was unwilling though. I was just very unwilling, just because I was holding in a lot of emotions. I didn't truly trust anyone because of what I was going through at home. So as a result of that, like an outsider, like there's no way that I'm going to trust you. Like, look at what I'm going through at home. I'm not going to trust you. You know what I'm saying? So I had a lot of, I was very stubborn, I would say. Very stubborn, held a lot of grudges. Pride was in the way. You weren't going to see me. I don't know. You weren't going to see me crying, or you weren't going to see me coming to you about, different issues and stuff like that. And it wasn't until, like, I honestly just allowing God to do what it is that he had to do, and that he's continuing to do. It's still hard for me sometimes.
Yeah.
to be vulnerable. It's still hard for me. Like, it's still a challenge, but I work on it all the time, every single day.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. I was so we just had a conversation on our last men's group call where we talked to this young kid and we were telling him like how, because he was asking us like, how do I know who I can talk to? Because you know you can't talk to everybody about everything.
Yeah.
And we're trying to give him some advice around how to discern between who is the right person. But I feel like a lot of younger people, this goes into this conversation, a lot of younger people think that an older person wouldn't give them any game or would not mentor them or would not be willing to take them under their wing and things of that nature just without even asking.
Yeah.
And I was telling them like a lot of older people are willing to do that if you ask them, but they're not going to seek you out for it because most of the people in our life that we seek out to be their mentor or to give them information, they flake. Or they,
Oh, yeah, that's good.
a lot of times
Yeah.
they will, you know what I'm saying? They make it hard for the next person
Yeah.
that really needs it and really wants it to get it from them. Because a lot of these people that's close to us or just people in general that you've tried to help
Yeah.
act like they didn't want your help,
Yeah.
you know, and they wasted your time.
Yeah.
So they're waiting for that person to come to them and ask for it.
Yeah.
So young people, so let's
That's good.
what is it? Where we at? Okay. Proverbs 13:20, walk with the wise and become wise. Mm-hmm. So who wiser than God?
Yeah.
From your point, and getting around wise people and people that you can trust, and I think you'll know it. Pray on it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Pray on it.
Yeah.
That's something that you definitely want to do as far as before you talk to somebody and before you seek them out. And again, back to the vulnerability piece, same thing with you talking to somebody that you might like. It's also you reaching out to maybe somebody that you want some information from. If they don't have time or you know what I'm saying, things like that, don't take it personal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, okay. All right. That was a good one. All right. So you ready for the next topic? Mm-hmm. All right. Long distance relationships. We was kind of in a long distance relationship. It wasn't long, but it was.
No, it
was a
definitely
short
wasn't.
distance relationship. It was a medium distance relationship. So this is just long distance relationships in general. Long distance relationships sound romantic, but they're often just avoidance. People use distance as a way to stay in a relationship without full commitment. The real question is distance a legitimate challenge to overcome, or is it an excuse?
I think that's case by case. You might can get someone who is all in, no matter the miles. But then there might be someone who this is pretty convenient. 'Cause I can do what I want to do.
Yeah.
And still hang you here too. Because I don't want to get rid of you because I like what we're doing right now. But I still like the fact that I can do what I want to do. So I think it's case by case.
I'm a quote the great philosopher Vanessa Carlson when she said, "You know I walk 1,000 miles." But anyway, I feel like you feel. Yeah, it depends. Have you ever been in a long distance relationship?
One time. It did not work out. It didn't work out. Not even a little bit.
Dang. Yeah, it's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Me too. I've been in a couple of long distance relationships that didn't work.
Yeah.
So, okay, we just talked about that. So, when are you actually going to close the gap? You've been in a long distance relationship for 2 years or 5 or 10. when is this going to end? I feel like that is kind of the main question with long distance relationships.
Yeah.
Like, when will you not be in a long distance
Yeah,
relationship?
that should I feel like it should already be established. Like when if y'all are long distance, right? And y'all are deciding that we're going to start dating, whatever it is that y'all doing. That should be established from the jump.
Yeah, we need a due date.
Because 2, 5, 10 years, who? Well, what's the plan? Are we getting married? Like, what's the plan here? What we doing?
Yeah,
Long distance is crazy for several years. That's crazy.
that's crazy.
I can't even. 10 years?
That's crazy.
No.
I don't know how people do that one.
No, but I feel like that is communication.
Yeah, definitely.
We need to establish that from the because it's already a slippery slope at the fact that there's some distance between us. We have to establish some things.
Oh yeah. How do you even know the person that you're with if you're not around them in real life?
Exactly. So how often are we seeing each other?
Yeah.
Are we setting dates to see each other, to go hang out? Like, how are we doing? No, that's a bit much.
Yeah, it is.
That's a bit much.
Okay, so this is a good one too. Are you using distance to avoid real intimacy? Real marriage is daily life, bills, cleaning, disagreements, boredom. Is long distance easier because you don't have to do that?
Again, I think that's just a case by case thing. Yeah, I think that's just case by case.
I feel like that too. But at the same time, there's people that like you where you are. I like you in Phoenix. I don't like you in Columbus. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing that you have to keep in mind. So, in my opinion, that's just how I take it. Like, I want to like you in the moment and in proximity of each other. But I have been in situations where I've seen relationships and dealt with that, where it's like, I liked you when you were in Cleveland. But once you moved to where I was at, I don't know.
Like you like that.
I need you to stay in Cleveland for this relationship to work.
Oh my
And is that a
gosh,
relationship?
T-Bay.
And is that a relationship at all?
Yeah, no, I'm
So,
cool.
I'm just saying.
What you mean?
For real? Are you here? What you doing?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Let's move on to the next topic. All right, this is a good one right here. What are you actually offering? Everyone knows what they want in a partner, but few examine what they're offering. You can't demand excellence if you're not excellent. You can't ask for commitment if you won't commit. The real question isn't what you deserve, it's what are you actually worth. So, we have the what you bring to the table conversation. And a lot of women say,
What they say?
I am the table.
And the snack.
They say, I am the table and the snack. So, if a high influential partner was looking for you, would you qualify?
What's a high individual? What you mean by that?
Like a man of value or a woman of value or a man of valor or a woman of valor.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, would you qualify for that person if they were looking for you? In many cases. Not you, personally, but like, people don't ask themselves,
Like, would they?
yeah, would you qualify for, okay, let's say it was, you know what I'm saying? Let's say just a good woman who got it going for herself. What am I going to do for her? You know what I'm saying? Like, what can I do for her? As far as, like, I can go ahead and answer first if you want me to.
Go ahead. I didn't know you really was asking me. I thought you was just
This is just
talking.
theory.
But okay, go
This
ahead.
is theory. It's not like what I'm bringing to. I'm just saying in theory, a man. So let's say there's a woman that a man wants, and she of high value, high valor in a woman. You know what I'm saying? And he wants her. I feel like number one thing he got to bring is peace, protection, stability, personality. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's not so much what you bring as it is so that you know that you have something to offer that person. You know, that way that the way that you think about it, I think that is kind of the dynamic
That's very important.
Yeah,
That's good you said that.
Because if you don't know what you're bringing, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't know what they bring. They might actually have something to bring to the table, but they don't even know what it is.
Because when you hear that, what do you bring to the table? That's when people will answer and say ridiculous things like, oh, I have a degree, or I make 6 figures. Not saying that that's not important, but it's like no, that's not. For me, when I think about that, I honestly, maybe this can help somebody. But I never thought about what can I bring to the table. I've always felt like the man. This is gonna sound crazy. Let me try to explain it. I've always felt like the man already comes with the table prepared.
So you're saying that you ain't
Listen
the
to what
table.
I'm saying.
Okay, go ahead.
He already comes with the table prepared. And then he's looking for someone. He's looking to host someone. This is the best way I can explain it. He's looking to host someone. How are you as a host? Or I should say, how am I as a host? How am I as a host? Am I well-mannered? Am I well-behaved? Do I have mannerisms, like things of that nature? Am I going to pick up after myself? Like just stuff. That's just an analogy that I'm using, but I think that maybe that can help some people. Think if he already comes established, then now how do you handle that? How do you take care of that? How do you manage that?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. I don't think I've never had nobody ask me that question either. Like, what you bring to the table? I think I probably would walk away.
I think that's the internet thing. I don't think
'Cause that's stupid.
really ask people that. Well, they probably do.
Yeah.
But
I wish somebody would. What you bring to the table? Like, what are we talking about?
I think that is, that's more of a deeper in the relationship question.
Yeah.
When I already know that you ain't brought what I wanted you to bring.
Yeah.
But
So I think if we look at it like that, he already comes with it prepared. Like I said, how are you as a host? I mean, as a guest, sorry.
I know we talked about this before about like a finished product. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that you come completely finished, but I need you to come healed. I think that is something that you can bring to the table right there. I come healed. I come. Proverbs. What's the Proverbs lady? The Proverbs woman when they talk about how
Proverbs 31.
Yeah, when they talk about how she does all of these things, she is she works without having to be told to. You know what I'm saying? As far as like what you do for a man, a woman, I feel like we talk about, it's a helpmeet. A woman she can influence her man in so many different ways. So it's important for her to know that about herself. And also just already be in a mindset that she's there. You know what I'm saying? That's who she is. And like, there shouldn't have to be a process of a man making you into the woman that you want to be. You should already be striving for that. Same thing with a man. It shouldn't be a process of a woman need to change you into the man that you want to be. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's important right there, that you know where you're going. You know yourself. And
that's why I said he already comes prepared. The table is already prepared.
Yeah, exactly. But you need to come dressed with your heels on.
See?
You know what I'm saying? That's how you need to come. You need to come prepared. You know what I'm saying? You don't come to, if I got the table set, you can't come with pajamas. You know what I'm saying? You ain't ready.
Yeah,
You haven't
yeah.
came prepared.
Yeah. So that's how I look at it. I think that's a great analogy.
Yeah. And it's like a barbecue. A little bit.
The barbecue for me. Where are you going with this barbecue? Because I don't know about that one.
You know how we have a barbecue. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get that. You bring this. You bring that. You feel me? Like you have to. You have to. I ain't saying, and I'm not saying tangibly, but you just have to bring something. You feel me?
Yeah.
And it's not like I said, it ain't tangible, but more so who you are as a woman, and a man. You have to know what you bringing. A woman can have a table set too. Her life could be in total order, and she got a table set.
Yeah.
And the man come, and all she told you to bring was napkins and forks, and you forgot it. You feel me? All right. Are you the kind of person you're looking for? You want someone honest, are you honest? You want someone committed, are you committed? You want someone with integrity, do you have it? So what do you think about that? I think that's a good question to ask. Do you think people ask themselves, are you the kind of person that you're looking for?
No, they don't ask themselves that. If they ask themselves that, we wouldn't have men and women fighting right now. All on social media.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Y'all not asking yourselves these questions at all.
Yeah.
y'all not. And you have to. So that's how I feel. I don't think people are asking that question.
Yeah, I don't think so either, because if they were asking that question, then a lot of people probably would know when they're not ready to be dating people.
Yeah, it wouldn't be so much, like I said. It wouldn't be so much fighting. Yeah.
Would you date you?
It wouldn't be so much. Like, if I asked that question and I knew I wasn't ready, I'm not finna fight with you on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm not getting ready to talk about what men do. Because I'm not ready. You know what I'm saying? I understand that I'm not ready. So I don't think we ask ourselves that.
It goes back to the, so it's a little scripture here, Matthew 7:3-5. Why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye but cannot ignore the plank in your own? So I think it's important that we check ourselves and make sure we ready before we. Like I said, you got to know what you bring. I think knowing what you bring to the table is just as important as bringing something in the first place. Because it takes a lot of humility.
Is that what you was about to say about the cookout? What you bringing to the cookout?
That's what I was saying. That's kind of this analogy, kind of. But I'd rather you say, I ain't bringing nothing to the table. No murder.
I don't got nothing for the barbecue, but I'm gonna show up.
I'd rather you say you ain't. It's knowing what you can bring is more important than even bringing it. Because I can meet you where you at in that instance, rather than you. Because a lot of people act like they bringing all this stuff to the table and they not. So. Okay, I am the table. When did presence become enough? Women are saying, I am the table, and men are asking, what do you bring to the table? The truth, you're neither. You're a person, and a person needs to actually contribute something to a partnership. When did just existing become the same as adding value?
I don't know, boo.
I feel like that's what the I am the table means.
Yeah, pretty much.
I can't take me as I am.
Yeah, like I don't gotta do nothing. That's a dangerous place to be.
Absolutely. But it goes both ways, because a man can, like you said, we set the table. A man could set a table that don't nobody want to sit at. You know what I'm saying? So it goes both ways. So you thinking that what you have, or because that's not most people, but a lot of people will attract people based off what they have, or you know what I'm saying, trying to be like flashy with it, things like that, instead of who they are.
Yeah.
You need to operate from a place of being instead of a place of having.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and this goes back to the Proverbs 31 woman. The virtuous woman is described by what she does. She works, provides, thinks wisely, speaks with kindness, manages household, serves others. If you can do those things, you are officially bringing something to the table. And then the rest of Proverbs tell men what they need to bring. So read that too. All right. I think this is the last question. What does it mean to actually serve your partner? Not control or demand.
But serve.
Yes.
Just serve them. Hey, you need something? What can I do for you? Do you need help with this? And a lot of times you don't necessarily have to ask because it's your spouse. You do it. You see, like the little stuff I think about, like I love coffee, y'all. I love coffee. But just like little stuff with TJ, like going to the coffee shop, getting up early, going to the coffee shop, making sure that he come back like, hey boo, I got your coffee. Like stuff like that matters. We measure it and make it insignificant, but it's very important. Those things matter. Mm-hmm. So I think that's how you serve your spouse. And it is like whatever you need me to do or whatever I can do, I'm going to do it. And there's a scripture that teaches about serving. Well, it teaches you about the gifts, and one of them is service work, and it teaches you to serve well. And when you're in a marriage, you need to serve well. It can't be you don't do it with an attitude, or you don't do it with with like a lack of intent.
Yeah.
Because it's not meaningful then. I think God was very strategic when he wrote that in there. If you're going to serve well. Mm-hmm. So I think that's how you serve your spouse.
And that kind of goes back to what you bring to the table conversation. That's also something very important to bring to the table. Mm-hmm. In a relationship, and especially in marriage, we are in the service industry.
Yeah, that's what we do.
My job is to make sure my wife has what she needs, mm-hmm. that she's okay. You know what I'm saying? My job is to make sure she good, make sure she mm-hmm. fed, make sure, you know what I'm saying? Make sure she is in a good mindset.
Yeah.
You know, to care for her in all ways. Yeah. And her job is to do the same for me.
Yeah.
And I feel like in relationships, I feel like we don't use relationships as an audition for marriage. And
oh, wow, that's good.
And I think that is important to do. You need to be doing those things before you even get married. You need to be serving your partner. You need to be doing the things. You need to care for their well-being. You know what I'm saying? More than just what they have or what they can offer. We're in the service business. I'm supposed to be checking on you. I'm supposed to care for you. I'm supposed to be your doctor. I'm supposed to be your chef if I need to be. I need to be your security guard if I need to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I need to play these roles, you know. Mm-hmm. A woman, you need to be my provider, you know, not provider, my masseuse, my nurse. You feel me? It's just what it is, whatever you need. So I feel like that's something we it's like we talked about all the time, like the way Jesus loved the church. You know, Jesus made himself, the King of Kings. Mm-hmm. And he washed his disciples' feet. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And he made himself just like everybody that he was around, you know, in order to serve them. Jesus' ministry he was serving others. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it's the same way in a relationship. We got to serve each other. And I feel like that is the most important thing that you can bring to the table. Yeah. Right there. The table should be for service. Mm-hmm. So that's what I would say about that. Just that's important with relationships. We so worried about what they doing for me instead of worrying about what am I doing for, you know what I'm saying, for them. Yeah. But you can't even say, what am I doing for them until you say, what am I doing for me? Yeah. So a lot of times with these, we talked about how the young people don't get into relationships. A lot of times they don't know themselves. Mm-hmm. You got to know yourself first. Mm-hmm. That makes it a lot easier for me to serve you. You know what I'm saying? When I can regulate my moods, because there's times where Ty don't got it. It's days where I don't got it. We talked about
Yeah.
this before. It's days
Yeah.
where I don't got it. It's days where Ty don't got it. Knowing myself allows me to see when Ty don't got it, and to get myself to a point to where I can have it in that
Yeah.
in that season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same with you. Knowing yourself helps you to see me and be like, all right, I can take over here. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But if you don't, you're going to always be thinking about, well, she ain't doing nothing for me. You ain't doing nothing for me.
Yeah.
It's not a competition. I feel like we get too much into competition with relationships, and we lose it. I am the table is...
You already come in with, you already have expectations set. I don't know if that's the word that I'm looking for, but you already have this idea that it's you and not them. Pretty much when you come to it like that, like, oh, I'm the table. What you mean? Pretty much, what you gonna do for me?
Exactly.
Because I'm really the table. I'm the whole table. What you gonna do for me? And that sounds crazy. Sounds crazy.
Yeah. What you
That's selfish.
What you bringing to the barbecue?
Yeah.
I am the barbecue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Yep. That's selfish.
Like, yeah. So a little scripture here to go with that. We talked about husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church. Also, Proverbs 31:11-12. Her husband has full confidence in her. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Bring me good.
Yeah.
Bring me peace. And our table will always be full.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we're going to end it like that. I do have a scripture to leave with, but do you got any last thoughts that you want to speak on?
What's the scripture that she was getting ready to share?
Proverbs 27:17. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. So make
That's
sure
good.
that you are taking care of yourself. Make sure that you are growing, not only physically, but mentally, spiritually. And by your own personal growth, you will be able to help those around you, especially those in need, such as my wife. If we are both growing, it's much easier for us to, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to sacrifice our own growth in order to help someone else grow. So that's what I feel like it is. That's why you want to get around what they say, equally yoked. That's what they talk about. It's not really a money thing when we're talking about equally yoked. We're talking about it's a faith thing. It's a goal thing. So
Yeah.
that's what I got. Get around the right people. We talked about get some mentors for the young people. So reach out to those people. Iron sharpens iron. You see somebody that's wise, get with the wise. We talked about the scripture that said that the wise is going to help make you wise.
Yeah.
So get around wise people. If you're looking for your spouse and you're single, get around that person that you feel like fits your own personality and where you want to go. And sharpen each other up. Water each other constantly. Give each other sunlight constantly. Give each other peace constantly. And we'll be all right. And we gonna be all right. But we up out of here, man. HopeFieldRadio.com. That's where you get the books. Tripping for God. Letters to My Sisters. Yeah. You got anything else? And like Pam say,
Bye.
peace. We up out of here.